Hey guys, how's it going? Genre here, shooting you up with another tutorial about how to 3D motion track. I haven't on my channel before, but this is way different, and I know exactly what I'm doing now. So let's get to it. So first you're going to go to your clip that you want to motion track, you're going to drag it into Vegas. Then you're going to right click, Properties, uncheck Maintain Aspect Ratio, and check Disable Resample, and click OK. And then you're going to find your clip of where you want motion track. So I'm going to start right here, hit S to split, and I'm going to stop about here, S to split. So you're going to delete your off-side clips. You're going to drag this to the front. Let's zoom in a little. Next, we're going to event pan crop to get rid of the spectating and the menu, since it's Modern Warfare 2. You're going to drag this in. I usually leave a little bit of the spectating out, so it's not zoomed in too much, and because I put black bars, so I'd say about right there. You see up there, a little bit of spectating. Yeah. So you're going to double click your clip so it gets highlighted. Then you're going to go to File, Render As. And on your Render As, make sure when you're browsing where to put it to, you make a new folder. Otherwise, you're going to have like up to 500 pictures on somewhere. So you're going to go to Image Sequence, click down, click PNG, make sure Render Loop Region Only is checked and hit Render. And once you're done that, you're going to go into Buju, which I do have open right now. Then you're going to import your sequence once it's done rendering. Go to where your thing is. Oh, mine is in. Okay. Because I have like over 800 pictures in this. So it's going to take a while. Alright, mine is called Untitled. So, right here. Make sure you click on the one with all the zeros and hit open. And then you're going to change it to your frame rate. Mine was 29.97. You're going to hit apply. This alpha channel, click no. And you see your frame rate go back to 25 because Buju is retarded. 29 again. Apply. And then close. Then track features, advanced. Usually you want to click this all the way up, but I didn't when I did this. So you're just going to click that all the way up and hit start, and that usually takes a while, but sometimes not really. And then you get this when it's done. So then from there, you want to click on camera solve, make sure it's selected all frames, and make sure you optimize camera path smoothness and hit start. This is usually like 10 times quicker than the last one, but yeah, I'll be right back when this is done. Alright, I'm back, and it's just finished up. Usually when you're doing that, it'll pause at 86, don't worry, or any number it'll pause, that's fine, which means it's just basically gonna freeze for a little bit, then basically finish. So if I hit add test objects, this will basically see, like if you did it right, it'll show you basically like you want your text somewhere around here. So that looks pretty good for me. One problem though is I didn't tick it up all the way, so I don't really have points up here in this general area to where I can start setting points. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna have to stick with that. Let me try. No, I think I could stick with that. That might be fine. So you're just gonna go to export, or no, we're not even gonna do that. All right. So let's say you do want to motion track the point. You're basically gonna have to find a floor area. So I'm just gonna do somewhere over here, for example. So you're gonna click on scene geometry. You're going to add a coordinate from the hint, origin. Make sure your middle dot is selected. You want to click, hit connect to selected. You're going to add another one for your X, which I will also do over here from here to there. Hit connect. Then you're going to update a couple of times, and then you're going to add a new test object. As you can see, Buju pretty much just found, oh look, that's a floor. It looks kind of stupid. I could fix it. Right about like that. So as you can see, Boujou pretty much said, oh look, that's the floor he wanted. But since I want my text up there, I'm just going to go back here, and I'm going to delete these. And then I'm going to add another test object, and as you can see, it'll be put up there. So now, I'm going to export, wrong one. Going to export, camera solve, make sure Cinema 4D is checked. Let me just put this on my desktop as tutorial. I'm not going back there. Tutorial, save, make sure Cinema 4D is on here, and scale scene by, make sure you make that 100 or this will all fail. Then hit save, and I'll be right back in Cinema 4D. Okay, I'm back, and when you first open it'll say 10 centimeters, and these two checked. That unchecked, that's fine, hit OK. And as you can see, let's show all frames here. As you can see, that is the point, and so now there's no background. So we're going to hold down on this rectangles things, yeah, I don't know what it's called. Click on background, hit create new material, double click that material, under color, click on this texture arrow, hit load image. Now mine was called untitled 000, hit open, hit no. They're going to click on where it says it came from, click on animation, hit calculate, exit, drag that onto my background, and now we have, oh wait, make sure specular is unchecked, and now you have your background. So now you're going to go to MoGraph, Mode Text to add your text. I'm just going to put genre. Let's just change the font real quick. It'll work. So now if I render it out now, it kind of worked, it kind of worked, it kind of didn't. Let's just make this text smaller to make it look like it's back there more. I'm not really going to go in huge depth. Move it back a little bit and over a little bit. So that looks like it may be good. Let me try what's happening up here. Yeah, that should work. So now we're going to double click to make a new material, and we're going to make this the color of basically what we see. So if I look, I'm seeing a lot of, I'd say about yellow orangish, if you would mind. So somewhere around right here, you're going to make this kind of like not too gradient but not too bright, so about right there. Then you're going to click on reflection, add a reflection, and make this color about that. Hit OK, and make sure that's about 55%. Drag it up to your text, and we're going to render it out. And you're going to see, oh wow, it's still plain old text. It is. So now we're going to make this depth about 200. It's usually what I do. And then caps, fill it cap, fill it cap. So now you're seeing that the text looks kind of better. Let me rotate it a little bit so we can see it better for now. So right about like that. And so now you're seeing like it looks like a plain old text. It does. So we're going to click on this cube up here. We're going to click on sphere. And you can move this all around. It won't affect anything. Now with this sphere, we are going to cover our text. So click on that dot, drag it out, click back on that. Let me make sure it's not hanging out the back or anything. Nope, we're good. Alright. So now you're going to click on this background. You're going to hold control and drag it up to your sphere. And now if you render it out, you're going to see, oh wow, there's a huge sphere. So we're going to fix that. So we're going to right click on the sphere, Cinema 4D tags, and go to compositing. We're going to uncheck cast shadows, uncheck receive shadows, and uncheck seen by camera, but we are going to check compositing background. Now you're still going to see it in the editor, but as you see in your finished piece, that it's still there. So now, the sphere, go to basic, visible in editor, turn that off. So now you see is your text. Now we're going to make a black text. Oh, okay, doesn't matter. Then your reflection, you're going to want to be like a gray, but not too gray kind of color, so like right there. And make sure your reflection is about 60%. You're going to drag that onto your text. They're going to make sure that that is on the right of your text. Then you're going to click on C1, render it out. Oh, everything, hold on. Alright, I'm back. And so you want to select your oranges, one, make sure it's to the right, and type in capital C1, oh, C1, and then you're going to see it'll put a black outline. So this text is kind of too bright, so I'm going to go back here, and I'm going to make it more of an orangish color. So like that, and then in my color, make it kinda like that. So now if we look at it, it looks fairly decent, and you see we do have reflection going on, but not much in this color. So click on reflection, let's pump that up, and now you can see we got a better reflection going on. So I'm just going to add a light to make it look even better. So I'm going to come over here and I'm going to look at my light. My light is totally in front of the text, kind of not where I want it. So we're going to put it above the text, because as you can see the sun is behind it, but we can't have a completely black text. So now I'm going to render it, and to me that looks pretty nice. Now I usually would go into more detail, but just for the purpose of this tutorial, you see you have reflection of the stuff going on behind it, and the reflection of the stuff moves. And if you wanted to get more detail, you see how it could be able to cast a little shadow on the ground. So we're just going to hold down on the cube, add plane. Let's drop the plane straight down, make it bigger. Then we're going to go to the background, hold control, drag that up to the plane, right click, Cinema 4D tags, go to compositing, and just check compositing background. Then you're going to go to your light, go to shadow, go to shadow maps, which is soft, and you're going to drag that down to about, I usually go to 56, but like I said, it's kind of whatever you feel like going at. As you can see, you're going to have to mess around with this like a lot, so let's just move that plane down. Yeah, like I said, it takes a lot of messing around with. It's not just going to be like a one-step problem done. So we're going to drag this back like that. Pretty much like that. Render it. Let's move that plane over here. Render. Move it back. And then back. Oh, yeah, you get the idea. So now once you're satisfied with your text, which I kind of am, not really, but so you're gonna click on that, go to 1280 by 720, make sure it's from 0 to how many frames you have, and I have 115. Then you're going to go to save, AVI movie, and save it to wherever you want. Then you're going to go to effect, you're going to go to global illumination, leave it how it is, and then once you check it, it's going to take an extra while to load, but it makes the text look a lot nicer. So we're going to take a look at it when this renders out. And bam. So yeah, and if you add a color correction with your video, like I did, actually I'll take you to that right now, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back, and as you see here, I kind of played with the text a little bit, but yeah, as you make sure this is the same length as that. Usually, since I'm doing a montage, I just drag it all the way out. I'll probably just do that no matter what. So as you can see here, the text looks nice. We just need a nice background for it. So we are going to go to Video Effects, Magic Bullet Looks, and we're going to drag it onto the track itself, not just the clip, the track, so that all the videos in that track will have the same thing. And once that opens, you're going to click Edit. Usually this will take a little bit, my computer especially, because I have a crappy one for now. Okay, so as you see here, we have what we had back there, and that spectating is in there because I have black bars on there. So we're going to go to Looks. My favorite would probably be this. I just used it in an episode. But if I click on that and put that on, you will see that it does look, in fact, a little bit nicer once it loads, if it loads. Oh, okay. Okay, so it loaded, and you see how it looks pretty nice. It'd be in so much better quality when you render it out. But if you're doing like dubstep, for example, you use this one. Yeah, there's a lot of. You can make your own too. I can, but I'm really not going to go over that because it's pretty much all self-explanatory. But if you don't have any CC packs, I suggest you get them, because really the only one that looks good in the cinematic one that comes with the default is the Blockbuster, which I did use for a promo, but I had to mess around with it for a little bit. So we're just going to go up to the one I wanted, which is right here. And once you're done, you're going to click Finished. Then you're going to come to here, and then bam. So now you make that best full, and you look at it. It looks pretty nice. And some computers cannot watch it with it on. So like if you want to put it on before to make sure everything looks nice, you're just going to click on this effects tab and uncheck Magic Bullet Looks so you can edit without it. And then once you're done to make sure everything looks good, you check it on. And so yeah, that's how to 3D motion track and kind of make things look nice. I kind of went over what I was supposed to be telling you guys, but I hope this all helped you guys out. If you guys need any more tutorials, just message me or comment, subscribe, stuff like that. And yeah, thanks for all your support, and have a nice day.